Welcome to this video about SEND information reports. What is the SEND information report? SEND information reports are statutorily required in all state-funded mainstream schools. The SEND information report should provide practical, straightforward information to parents and carers and other stakeholders about a school's inclusive practices and SEND provision. It is not a policy document. The school's report can be presented in different ways. For example, it can be a document, or it can be interactive with clickable sections. Colours, drawings, pictures, photographs, graphs and diagrams draw in the reader and are usually easier for the reader to process than large bodies of written information. Films of aspects of the school's practice and provision are particularly good also. Whatever format is used, the SEND information report can be updated at any time in the year. However, it must be reviewed at least annually, and this should involve co-production with all key stakeholders in the school, including pupils, parents and carers, and staff. Information that must be included. 1. Who is the SENCO, and how do I contact them and other key people in our school? What types of special educational needs and disabilities does our school cater for? How does our school identify special educational needs and disabilities? How does our school consult with parents and carers? And how do we work in partnership with parents and carers? How does our school consult with pupils with special educational needs and disabilities? And how do we promote pupil voice? What is our approach to teaching and supporting pupils with special educational needs and disabilities, including adaptations to the curriculum, the learning environment, pastoral care, and extracurricular or enrichment activities? What additional resources and support provisions and interventions are available in our school for pupils with special educational needs and disabilities? Information that must be included. 2. What other agencies and professionals does our school work with to meet the needs of pupils with special educational needs and disabilities? How do we evaluate the effectiveness of our teaching provisions and interventions for pupils with special educational needs and disabilities? And what does our school do if a pupil requires a higher level of support? What does our school do to support pupils' transition, including transition to their next phases of education and their preparation for adulthood? What is the expertise of our school staff, and what training in special educational needs and disabilities is provided to them? If I have a concern or complaint regarding the provisions for my child in school, how will this be dealt with? How do I find out more about local organisations which provide support for parents and carers of children and young people with special educational needs and disabilities? And how do I find out more about the local offer? Specific information that is important for parents and carers. Does the SEND information report include specific information about who the first point of contact is in the school for parents and carers of children with SEND, especially if it's not the SENCO? Whether there are scheduled opportunities in the year to meet with the SENCO and also attend sessions with other parents, for example, workshops, coffee mornings, etc. What the structure of the school day and timetable is, including the number of lessons, lesson length, a 1 or 2 week timetable, etc. How many pupils there are generally in each class, and whether they are set by attainment in subject areas or mixed or both. How important information about a pupil is shared with teachers and teaching assistants in our school. Additional support and monitoring systems that are in place for pupils with EHCPs. If there is support for homework, for example, a study or homework club. Targeted extracurricular activities for pupils with SEND. Staffed breakout and safe space area for pupils in the school that may be accessed if necessary. If it is possible for pupils to use time out or passes during lesson times, including for medical or physical needs. Any support available for pupils who may find the journey to and from school difficult. And additional support available to support pupils to develop their emotional regulation and social skills during break times and lunch times, for example, a staffed break time space away from the main playground. Specific information that is important for parents and carers about transition. Does the Send Information report include specific information about opportunities for parents to visit our school, for example, an open day? What information is provided to the new school or setting about a pupil and how this information is provided, for example, transfer of information forms, transition events, individual meetings and communications by phone or email, the arrangements for additional meetings and communications in the autumn term, post-transition, and summer terms, pre-transition, as well as Year 5 for primary and secondary. The best person in our school for parents and carers to contact about transition matters. If a staff member makes school visits for transition from primary or secondary school, or home or nursery visits for transition from preschool as part of their transition support. What happens on induction day during the summer term? For example, taster sessions, assessments, meeting staff, social activities. Whether there are opportunities for individuals and small groups of pupils with SEND to visit the school before or after the induction day. Whether a parent and carer can ask for a meeting with the SENCO and or with other key staff before their child starts their place at our school. The information and supports that our pupils are provided with to support their settling in during the first half term in our school. For example, to support their orientation, movement and organisation across the school, such as a pack with useful information, photos and names of key staff, maps and mythbusters, a buddy, etc. The types of assessments that are carried out in the first half term, and if access arrangements are available for pupils who need them. Send Information Report Quality Checks. The report can be found easily and quickly via a tab and or a Send web page. It is titled correctly. The report has been clearly updated within the past 12 months. The information about the school and local area in the report is fully accurate, and there is clear evidence that the Send Information Report has been co-produced within the school community. This is the end of this video. You can view more videos on this channel in the Bite Size series, including other Bite Size SENCO videos.